Girl with a Pearl Earring is a canvas painting that has been popular due to its appearance. However, many people believe it gives goosebumps and sometimes terrifies them. But why is the painting one of the scariest ever, and what's the backstory? Let's find out in today's video, and subscribe to Art Unfold for more such videos. Here we begin. Girl with a Pearl Earring is a well-known oil painting on canvas by Dutch artist Johannes Vermeer. It depicts a fictitious young woman wearing exotic attire and a large pearl earring. The work is permanently housed in The Hague's Mauritshuis Museum. Vermeer, an astute and deliberate painter, produced only 36 known works during his lifetime, whereas many of his contemporaries completed hundreds. However, like his contemporaries, he primarily depicted scenes of everyday life, later dubbed genre painting, often depicting women at work. Girl reading a letter at an open window and the music lesson are notable examples. He signed his paintings on occasion. While Girl with a Pearl Earring bears the inscription I.V. Meer, it's undated. Historians believe Vermeer painted the small piece, which is 17.52 inches by 15.35 inches, or 44.5 inches by 39 centimeters, around 1665, when he also completed a series of paintings with a common pearl motif. The story behind the painting. The painting depicts a young woman in a dark, shallow space, an intimate setting that focuses solely on her. She's decked out in a blue and gold turban, the titular pearl earring, and a gold jacket with a visible white collar underneath. Unlike many of Vermeer's subjects, she's not preoccupied with the daily task and is unaware of her audience. Instead, she turns her head over her shoulder in a fleeting moment, meeting the viewer's gaze with her eyes wide and her lips parted as if about to speak. Her enigmatic expression, combined with the mystery surrounding her identity, has prompted some to compare her to Leonardo da Vinci's ambiguous subject in the Mona Lisa. Girl with a Pearl Earring, unlike the Mona Lisa, is a tronie, a Dutch term for a character or type of person. A young woman may have sat for Vermeer, but the painting is not intended to depict her or any specific individual like Leonardo's piece did. The subject of Vermeer's painting is a generic young woman, dressed in exotic attire, a study of facial expression and costume. The work demonstrates Vermeer's technical proficiency and interest in representing light. The soft modeling of the subject's face demonstrates his mastery of creating a form with light rather than line. In contrast, the reflections on her lips and the earring demonstrate his concern for representing the effect of light on different surfaces. Vermeer was not well known outside his native city of Delft during his lifetime or in the decades following his death. However, historians credit the 19th century French critic Etienne Joseph Théophile Thor under the pen name William Burger with reassessing the artist's work, which led to Vermeer's illustrious reputation. Nonetheless, Girl with a Pearl Earring became one of Vermeer's most famous works, only around the turn of the century, with a blockbuster exhibition at the National Gallery of Art in Washington, D.C. in 1995, and then the publication of Tracy Chevalier's best-selling novel Girl with a Pearl Earring in 1999. The painting subject was transformed into a housemaid named Griette, who works in Vermeer's home and becomes his paint mixer in the book. In 2003, it was adopted into an Oscar-nominated film, starring Scarlett Johansson as Griette and Colin Firth as Vermeer. Title: Over the centuries, the painting has been known by various names in various countries. For example, it could have been one of the two tronies painted in the Turkish fashion listed in Vermeer's inventory at his death. On the other hand, it could have been the work described as a portrait and antique costume, uncommonly artistic in the catalog, to a 1696 painting sale in Amsterdam. The painting was renamed Girl with a Turban after its bequest to the Mauritshuis. It was noted in the 1675 inventory that the turban had become a fashion accessory of some fascination during European wars against the Turks. The title Girl with a Pearl was deemed to be more appropriate by 1995. Pearls appear in 21 Vermeer paintings, including a prominent role in A Woman with a Pearl Necklace, A Lady Writing a Letter, Study of a Young Woman, Girl with a Red Hat, and Girl with a Flute, all feature earrings on their own. Similarly shaped earpieces were used as convincing accessories in 20th century forgeries of Vermeer's paintings, including Young Woman with a Blue Hat, Smiling Girl, and The Lace Maker. The painting's English title was generally simply Head of a Young Girl, though it was also known as The Pearl at times. According to one critic, the name was given because of the earring detail and because the figure glows with an inner radiance against the dark background. Painting technique. Scientists from the Netherlands Institute of Cultural Heritage and the FOM Institute of Atomic and Molecular Physics, AMOLF, in Amsterdam investigated the painting. The ground is dense and yellowish in color, made up of chalk, lead white, ochre, and a very small amount of black. The painting's dark background comprises bone black, weld, chalk, and small amounts of red ochre and indigo. Ochres, natural ultramarine, bone black, charcoal black, and lead white were mostly used to paint the face and draperies. In February and March of 2018, an international team of art experts studied the painting for 2 weeks in a specially constructed glass workshop in the museum, which is open to the public. The non-invasive research project included removing the work from its frame for examination with microscopes, X-ray equipment, and a special scanner to learn more about Vermeer's methods and materials. The Girl in the Spotlight project was led by Abby Vanderveer, conservator at the Mauritshuis, and the results were published by the Mauritshuis. The presence of the delicate eyelashes, a green curtain behind the head, changes made, and details about the pigments used and where they came from were among the results. The absence of brows and the absence of a featureless background led to speculation that Vermeer was painting an idealized or abstract face. Later, discoveries revealed that he was painting a real person in a real space. Because it has no contour and looks to hang from the girl's ear, the pearl has been described as an illusion. Where has the painting been till now? Girl with a pearl earring toured Japan, Italy, and the United States, while the Mauritshuis building was renovated in 2012. It drew large crowds in each location, attesting to its newfound popularity among audiences. When Girl returned to the Netherlands in 2014, the Mauritshuis announced that the painting would no longer be loaned out, assuring visitors that the museum's main attraction would always be on display. The museum then launched a 2-year investigation into the artwork, with the results expected to be published in 2020. Using cutting-edge imaging techniques to peer beneath the surface, researchers discovered a green curtain behind the girl. In addition, they confirmed that she has eyelashes, though they may be difficult to see. Researchers examined Vermeer's materials and traced the origins of his pigments. They discovered that he lavishly applied ultramarine, a pigment derived from the semi-precious stone lapis lazuli, which is only found in what is now Afghanistan, to the headscarf. For women's lips, he also used a red pigment derived from an insect found in Mexico and South America. Cultural impact. Poems were among the first literary treatments of the painting. In assessing out Vermeer's Head of a Girl, Jan Lovelock explores the interplay between imagined beauty interpreted on canvas and living experience. W.S. Di Piero imagined The Girl with a Pearl Earring by Johannes Vermeer in the modern setting of San Francisco's Hyde Street. At the same time, Marilyn Chandler McIntyre commented on the girl's private, self-possessed personality. 3 fictional appearances have also occurred. First, it appears as the general title of Marta Morazani's collection of 5 short novellas set in the Baroque era, Girl with a Turban, 1986. In the title story, a Dutch art dealer sold Vermeer's painting to an eccentric Dan in 1658. Because they're uninterested in women in real life, the 2 men can only respond to the idealization of the feminine in art. In the following decade, Ian McClure's 1996 BBC radio play Paint Our Wall, inspired Vermeer's painting, tells the story of a king who dreams about a woman he's painted. Tracy Chevalier's 1999 historic novel Girl with a Pearl Earring fictionalized the painting's creation circumstances. There, Vermeer develops a close relationship with a servant whom he employs as an assistant and has her sit as a model for him while she's wearing his wife's earrings. The novel was adapted into a 2003 film of the same name and a 2008 play. The painting was also featured in the 2007 St. Trinians, where it was stolen by a group of rowdy schoolgirls to raise funds to save their school. At the time, other artists made iconic use of Vermeer's painting. Girl with a Bamboo Earring is the title of this piece. In 2014, the English street artist Banksy recreated the painting as a mural in Bristol, replacing the pearl earring with an alarm box and renaming the piece Girl with a Pierced Eardrum. Well, what do you think about the video? Let us know in the comments. Please subscribe to Art Unfold for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.